And Tropicana gets its roof torn off, Tropicana Stadium that the Tampa Bay Rays play in. And if you look into it, Tropicana orange juice was created in 1947 at the same time the U.S. military did their first ever experiment on a hurricane. You guys can look it up. 1947, first experiment on a hurricane. Bradenton, Florida is where Tropicana orange juice was created, in Bradenton. So you just happen to have Anderson.
I can have non-sexual orgasms within my body, pleasures that I didn't know were possible.
Fuck yeah. There's another short hat.
You deserve that, wrestler.
It's true. You do this.
It's damn near like a rite of passage in this. Oh my god, it's working. Mandy says that Dolly grips harder than me. This is fucking unacceptable.
Get cold out, bitch. You don't grip enough.
I really haven't been grifting hard enough. You guys, I just found out I have cancer.
Cancer?
Got cancer in your pee-pee?
You have cancer. Alright, but seriously, donate some fucking money just because I might have cancer and just not know about it.
And to be fair, that is untreated, unknown cancer is the worst type of cancer because it's untreated.
Right,
so I think
and unknown.
For untreated cancer people, get out your wallets, open your wallets, open your heart.
I can't believe I have the worst type of cancer there is. This is tragic, I just need some money to cure.
God is so good. The stillness is so gentle. The silence is powerful. See, because it's through the silence of our listening and our seeking that God reveals the wisdom. The wisdom is realized in the silence from within you. The silence within you is beyond the mind chatter, behind those gossiping and controlling voices that are always around, whether it's in your ears or around. There's voices and gossip and voices and words that want to control you, want to interrupt your peace, interrupt your silence. You choose what you allow.
Remember, everyone, you choose what you allow, and I am living proof of that today. I allowed snafu onto my broadcast from the very, very beginning, and now it has bitten me square on the bottom. So remember that, ladies and gentlemen. So for those of you who don't know, since I guess I'm gonna do it all about me. Aw, doggy. I am a art. For those of you who don't know, I'm an art hoe. And if you don't know what an art hoe is, look it up. You know? It means that I really like art and art accessories. I don't know why. But hold on. We're gonna look it up on the Urban Dictionary, that way you can laugh with me. Oh man. Art hoe, Urban Dictionary. It is pulling up now. Hold on 1 second. So Art Ho is a hoe who is mysterious and chill and like hippie-ish and good at art. For those of you who don't know, I am an art hoe and I really love art. And I'm even good at it, but I'm not good at drawing. I'm good at poetry, but we ain't gonna talk about that. And when you combine music with great visual aesthetics, and I wish I could get it without the picture, but like this shit right here. A tired soldier returns home. Oh, hold on. A tired soldier returns home after 5 long years of service. This was the rule in 19th century Russia, 5 years gone. He finds his wife with a child no older than 3. His face twists with suspicion. He leans over the table, furious, demanding answers. When she says nothing, she doesn't flinch. She just sits, wraps in her spout. The child is barefoot, clinging, a symbol of innocence and fear. So, like, I don't know. I'm just an art hoe. What's up, Lauren? What's up, Not My Circus? One Big Pond. Not Lost. I don't know how to say your name, but welcome. Logical Spark. Not Lost. You're good at poetry. Not too many words you can rhyme with Hitler. Look, Not Lost. We've all seen your fucking slam poetry shit, okay? I'm not gonna have a leftist tell me that I can't do poetry. Happy birthday. It ain't my birthday. What's up, Hank? It's a joke. Nah, leftists ain't funny. No, not laws. We're talking about I'm an art hoe. Yeah, no, we're chill streaming today. Hopefully. So because I'm an art hoe, that type of video in my shorts really makes me like, we can do architecture stuff if you want to send me some links. Bro, see, okay, I would probably be the worst person to talk to about the art because I don't care what year it was made or who did it. I just care about the skill and the medium used. Like oil paints and acrylic, that type of shit. Like I like video, music. I don't care who did it or what year it's from. I just care about how it looks and how it makes me feel. What's up, Brandon? I know that's a bit narcissistic, but like this particular one painting, it says so much without saying a lot, and it speaks on a duality of situations. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just really high. But then this one really makes me think too here. I don't know. They try to get you to like zoom in on the sad fox. I have no idea who that is, but hold on. What's up?
What's up?
Oh, okay. It's young Hitler.
Well, yeah, and that's why I come up. Not lots wanted to call me. You know, I heard, you know, somebody screaming for Hitler in a poem about Hitler. So I thought I'd oblige him because, you know, Hitler is a flicker. There once was a shadow grim and bitter, a name etched cold, Adolf Hitler. Not a thinker, nor truth's kind whisper, but a storm that froze hearts with a splinter. He spoke to the masses, a skilled transmitter, yet all he sowed was hate and litter. He fooled the crowd with every jitter, his poison spread like a viral Twitter. A painter failed, a soul embittered. He watched the world, his gaze grew bitter. No glitter, just power's cruel transmitter. The world still scars from history's quitter. We teach the tale so minds grow fitter, to never fall for the dark heart's glitter. Let truth stand firm, not a tale to be tittered, and never forget the name Hitler.
Woo! You know how they do the snap claps? Like ever since I found that out about in high school and middle school, I'd just be like, whenever somebody would say something funny or like kind of like trying to be badass, I would just be like, and snap. Oh, that's it. Not. So what is this? What does this painting make you think about, Wizard?
That reminds me of the overgrowing government and yesterday's cartoons of Ralph the sheep guard, the sheepdog that was guarding the sheep, and then the wolf that was trying to get the sheep. But see, they all use the same time clock, except the sheep. That's just all of the people on the time clock taking their share of the sheep.
Well, the person who that is a wild statement, One Big Pond.
That
makes me crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was just saying. It's the system with all of the people that are just doing their job. They're Hitler's willing executioners, just doing their job. And as long as somebody else,
yo,
and as long as somebody else says they have the authority to do what they're doing, they're going to keep doing it. And they don't care if it's a little sheep that they're feeding on, because that's their character.
It could be a symbolization of the loss of innocence over time. Like say when a child is born, and like a little bit over time just wears away at you, like the cares of the world, like having to work, having to have a family. Let's look, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things. So we got interaction with other human beings, work, taxes, family, school or religion, interaction with other human beings, because they do say that hell is other people. So like it could be like a loss of innocence over time, the loss of childhood. It could be I'm sorry, what?
If you notice the facial expressions, because it really hints towards this in the video, in the short, right? You see these lower two, like each facial expression is different. Like these two have a similar face expression. One's just more violent than the other. Like they definitely want to be doing this, right? This one kind of is like, I have to do this, and this one is like, I'm sorry, I have to do this, right? This one don't really want to be a part of it, but it's like bitching and yelling, cheering them on.
You can see it as something like that.
And this one is just like straight psychopathic. Like I'm just here because I just kill because I love this. I love it for the game, you know? Like I ain't gotta do this. I just want to.
It could be seen as the various faces that are undermining civilization. You know, you have tyranny, you have psychopathy, you have apathy, then you have, let's say, duty, then you have greed, and then you have coming from behind maybe cowardice, because the guy hasn't really, this one up at the top, the very top on the top right, hasn't really, he's growling, but he hasn't really engaged. See what I'm saying? Like it could be a lot of different ways you can look at it if you want to.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was pointing out to, because you have psychologists that do their job. You have judges that do their job. You have police that do their job. You have doctors that do their job. Everybody's just doing their job, and it's part of their character. They don't know anything outside of their character. They don't know themselves. They've only been programmed to play that character. Clock in, clock out.
Fair
Could be that too.
So let's go back to the first one. All right. Let's go back to the first one. Oh shit! I accidentally clicked.
Oh.
Y'all saw the first one, right? The soldier.
Don't dox yourself. I mean, don't porn bomb yourself.
And nice to meet you, Truism.
Hey, how do you say El Perro? How are you? The dog.
Actually, no, El Perro the dog would be ELPERRO. This is
Yeah,
from,
okay, I guess.
this I take from ancient Kemet, and it literally means God temple.
El Perro, huh? Interesting. Interesting.
So
Okay.
what does this one convey to you?
Okay, a tired soldier returns home after 5 long years of service. Oh, wait a minute. Tristan. Wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. I have to look at it again. Sorry about that. I was trying to read it.
It's all good.
Okay, a tired soldier returns home after 5 long years of service. That was the rule in 19th century Russia. 5 years gone. Gotcha. Got that part. He finds his wife with a child no older than 3. Oof. His face twists with suspicion. He leans over the table, furious, demanding answers. Uh-oh. But she says nothing. She doesn't flinch. She just sits wrapped in spotless white. Gotcha. The child is barefooted, clinging, a symbol of innocence and fear. Gotcha. Around her, the room is in chaos. On overturned chairs, scattered toys. Gotcha. But her silence doesn't look like guilt. It looks like grief. Huh.
So that's why the painting calls whose is called who. So I mean, and that's pretty much all of it.
So I guess I can see it because it's making you think, okay, good. Then in that particular instance, right, it could be a, she did step out on old boy, or B, it could be that maybe this is a child that's clinging to her because there was some kind of an argument where like the child's parents came into the home. Maybe they were staying with her for a couple of days, and then hubby fucked off, went crazy and shit, and maybe took out his mom, hung his mom, and then killed himself and left the kid there. There's a lot of different things that could have happened.
I think they were trying to insinuate SA from somebody while the husband was gone.
Yeah,
it could be that. I mean, it could be that too. But I'm thinking because she's still wearing white. So if she's still wearing white, I'm thinking that maybe she's still.
Well, no, she remained pure. She didn't make the choice.
But I don't know if she would still wear white if that was the case, because she would feel dirty after that. You know what I'm saying? Even though
it's not about how she feels. It's trying to depict a story for you, the viewer. Symbolism for you, not necessarily for her. That's why she looks so shameful and sad.
It's like a situation where a scarlet letter has been made for her to wear, but the only one that sees it would be her husband. Nobody else knows she cheated except her husband. That's the grief.
What if she didn't cheat though?
That's what I'm saying.
That's the question.
It could. I mean, it could be. It could literally be that the child is literally an orphan of some sort.
No, it could be that, sure, but I feel like it's trying to. By the look, he's looking at her some kind of way. I mean, old boy hitting that fucking 6 foot, 8 foot, 8 o'clock. What his neck is forming a question mark. Like this is him right now. Hold on.
Yeah, I know. I see what you're saying, because if you came back, I came back from I don't know, if I was gone for 5 years, right? And me and my wife were just newlyweds or whatever, and I come back 5 years later and I see a random kid. I'm like, oh, okay. Let's go and be some questions going on. Some questions going to be asked. Got to put the question to you at that point. So yeah, that makes sense. But I think it's kind of depicting that while he is suspicious, that there may be more to the story than what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I mean I get it, but this is that soul.
Oof.
That baby was really blonde hair and blue eyed, and that guy was not blonde either. What does that baby look like, Officer Joshua?
You been fucking the guard?
Oh, you been gone. I've been playing the Boondocks. I gotta show you something.
Daggle will daggle.
Oh, but no, that's what that soldier was looking like, bro. He was like, "Whose goddamn white baby is that?"
I mean, you're right. I mean, it could be a lot of things. It could be a lot of things, but my mind went to because I'm looking at the symbolism of the white, and white equals innocence. But you still see the child. But he's looking at her like, bitch, the fuck is that little motherfucker doing in my house? And so
I know. Whose goddamn white baby is that?
So like, he's like, bitch, you got some motherfucking explaining to do. Either you and this little motherfucker getting out my house today, or you gonna come up with a damn good reason why this little motherfucker is here. And so she's like fucked up in the head, or maybe it looks like maybe she's sad. It looks like she's really, really sad. Like she's really down. She's sad about something. It's like she just witnessed something that happened.
I think something happened to her though, and he's more. And like he's slow. He freaked the fuck out when the kid was like "Baba," and then like it clicked in his head when the way she was acting and shit, or she outright told him, and he's like, "Who do I have to kill?"
It's not, I don't know. Not yes. From the standard story, yes, that would look like, yes, bitch, you've been stepping out on me. Who's the motherfucker is that you're gonna have to live with, because you ain't living with me no more. All right. It does look like that. Yeah, you're right. But like when the way the story is read out to me, it made my mind go farther away from the normal narrative you would expect to maybe something else is going on. Because when you just look at this, all you see is a motherfucker, bitch, and the kid fucking hiding and scaring and shit. But then when you look at the whole painting, it's like, oh, what the fuck is all this shit? So I mean, hey, it could be. It could be. So yeah, you're right. I do like that painting though.
Oh yeah, no, that's kind of a beast painting.
Are you familiar with the works of Peter Burkhauser? I have a whole book by this guy. He is an artist that specializes in Jungian art, aka dream art. And I think I got the recommendation from a YouTube channel. I had to, when I saw a couple of the paintings, I had to buy the book. While you look for something else, let me just show you the artwork. Peter Burkhauser. Because you know that's German, boy, right there. Or he's Swiss. He's Swiss. Oof. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna show you this, right? I'm gonna present this.
All right.
Let me just post this to you. Now, this is dream art. Oh, here we go. It's nothing new, nothing weird. But if you look at this guy's art, bruh, like it's definitely something that you are not used to seeing. That's right there.
Hell no.
I know it looks messed up. But no, it's from his. This is actual paintings that he made from his dreams, and I believe this one is called "The Divided Man." What is it? No, "The World's Wound," 1953. And he has a lot of other different paintings here. He has this one, which I thought was also very good. I think it may be included in, hold on, I'm gonna take this one down and I'll present this other screen. Hold on. Share screen. Depression. This is another one by him. So the guy has he definitely had a very interesting, his dreams were very interesting for him to actually be able to create art like this. See, what he would do is, from everything that I've read, is that he would have a dream, he would write it down in a journal, and then from that journal, he would like describe what was in it, and then he would take that description, and then he would use that as, I guess you want to call it, a prompt for the art that he would make. And so he would do things either with pencil. He actually has a pencil, an artwork that he made all with pencil, but it was so detailed that it looked like a photograph. That's how good this guy did.
Fucking wild.
So Peter Burkhauser did some great stuff. I definitely would suggest him for anyone who wants to look at any kind of real dream art or anything like that.
I'm sure this is AI, but it's something about this really I find striking. You know, like it looks like a really tired warrior who's just got out of battle, right? But there's no battle. It's all peaceful around him. That means the battle is internal.
He could be remembering too.
I feel like that's the most basic bitch answer, but it just feels like this situation, minus the armor and stuff, like it just feels like when you're big chilling by yourself outside and there's a storm and you're like, fuck, I gotta go in, but it's really peaceful.
Oh, shit, it's a thunderstorm. I'm wearing fucking armor. Oof.
No, not even wearing armor. I'm just out here exposed.
I gotta get out. I either gotta take this shit off, get away from it, or get in the house. One of the two. Yeah. Now, I'm not gonna lie. AI art, I understand people have. I've actually used AI art for a lot of different things, and some of the things that I've generated from AI art are, I can say, very aesthetically pleasing. But then again, I don't just make like the general like AI slop. I just try to make sure that the hands actually look like hands, that the features actually look like features, that you're actually looking at people and stuff like that. So, but I can see why people want to have the issue with it, because it removes, I guess maybe like the barrier of entry in terms of making it. Like in terms of making art, real art, even digital art, you have to, you got to get the doggone image editor. You got to get like the different digital pens to draw the different kinds of lines. You got to do kind of color theory. You have to do in terms of rearranging of the layers, X, Y, Z. Or if you're actually doing actual sculpting, then you actually have to have the actual figure that you're going to be having. Take the time to chisel it out, depending on the stone that you're using. Paintings, the exact same thing. So I get it. But I think that people are actually able, and as AI art gets, the prompt engineering gets better, I think people will be able to create art that still, in a way, can speak to people. I think that it can. I think because of that, in and of itself, it does have value.
I just like art.
In 1787,
I just like
it is an exemplar of the.
I don't know why, bro. I just like it. Like Lauren dropped this link.
Neoclassical, yeah.
The Death of Socrates.
Neoclassical period in France, which David virtually created and brought to the fore himself. Before I say more, it's important to note just how striking this canvas is, not knowing anything about it. So much jumps out at me right away. The clarity of the scene, the fierce gesture of the man in the middle, the interplay of the chalice and the hand that reaches for it, the angles of the light and the men, the soft draping garments, the bare, flat stone wall. As the title suggests, the scene depicts the death of Socrates, told famously by Plato in his dialogue on the soul, the Phaedo. Socrates had been convicted in Athenian court of failing to acknowledge the gods of the city and corrupting the city's youth, and sentenced to death by drinking hemlock. As Plato makes clear in another dialogue, the Crito, Socrates could have escaped into exile, but instead he chooses to die,
because of the way that he painted and composed it. That's why
that death is not to be feared by the philosopher, but embraced as an apotheosis of the soul. David chooses to paint the moment just as Socrates.
I just want to say that's some extreme cope about being against the death penalty.
I feel you on that. Yeah, it is kind of extreme cope. Yeah.
Yeah, bitch, I wanted to die anyway. Motherfucker, nobody wants to die.
You're only talking this shit because you ain't got no choice, nibbler. Now you want to be all gangster. But
is grabbing for the
this picture. The reason why the picture goes so hard is because when you're looking at it, number one, You're seeing the actual composition of it by itself, and the startling detail of everything that's taken with it. With this particular piece of art, this particular person took time, a great deal of time. Now, I don't know how long it took for him to paint this, but I can tell it took him at least over a year. At least. This man took his time. He most likely, because back then they would have had one of those subjects, like actual people who actually in the pose in many cases. So the person would have to come back multiple times. They would have them like as models to model out the actual scene and stuff like that. So a lot of people took a lot of time to make something like this. And I got to give it to David. The guy was a great artist. Like, you can literally see the amount of work and detail in it. If he was able to capture the way that the light handles the folding, you can even see the doggone shadows in between the doggone folds on the doggone toga that guy is wearing. That's a lot of, I can definitely respect a great deal of craftsmanship in something like that. This is a beautiful piece of art.
It is beautiful, but you know what? It just means that somebody had way too much time on their hands.
Come on, man. Damn. I mean, okay. I can kind of give you that. But if he didn't have that much time on his hands, if anyone didn't really have that much time on their hands, would we really have had the more esoteric, beautiful things that we have in society? You know what I mean? If this was not their profession, would humanity have the kind of things that actually expresses its soul in such a way without it?
True, but like this picture.
Own revolution 5 years prior.
This picture also goes equally hard, and it was made, what, 200 years prior?
Indeed, Thomas Jefferson himself was present at the unveiling of this painting,
1787.
France, which David virtually created.
Okay, so wait, this painting is younger than our country.
Yes.
Look at how bad the arts have devolved since like the past 100 years.
Aided and brought to the fore himself. Before I say more, it's important to note just how striking this canvas is, not knowing anything about it. So much jumps out at me right away. The clarity of the scene, the fierce gesture of the man in the middle, the
like, fuck y'all!
The chalice, the angles
like,
of
fuck
light,
y'all, I'm out.
the soft, draping garments
drop,
of
bitch.
bear.
Man.
As the title suggests, the scene depicts Socrates, told famously by Plato in his dialogue on the soul, the Phaedo. Socrates had been convicted in Athenian court of failing to acknowledge the gods of the city and corrupting the city's youth, and sentenced to death by drinking hemlock. As Plato makes clear in another dialogue, the Crito, Socrates could have escaped into exile, but instead he chooses to die, taking the opportunity to teach his final lesson, that death is not to be feared by the philosopher, but embraced as an apotheosis of the soul. David chooses to paint the moment just as Socrates is grabbing for the poisoned draught.
It's like, all right, Dan, give me the damn cup.
At length the immortality of the soul, and doesn't even seem to care that he's about to take the implement of
being
his
some
death
bitches right
in
now.
hand.
Stop crying.
On the
damn.
contrary, Socrates is defiant,
Yeah, give me the damn
gesturing
cup.
toward
I'll be all right.
the afterlife to which he hastens. David idealizes him. Socrates would have been 70 at the time and somewhat less muscular and beautiful than painted here. The raking light coming in from the top left pours onto Socrates, the brightest
25
figure
and 30
in the tableau.
Yeah.
25 and 70 at the same time.
My man been hitting the gym like a motherfucker.
Red, and Socrates in white. For David, Socrates is a symbol of strength over passion, of stoic commitment to an abstract principle, even in the face of death. This is the ethical message David sought to offer.
Pause, you need to take that man's hand off his lap like that. Pause.
As the monarchy is in decline,
You gotta
the
stop
reformers
that.
ache to install a democracy akin to that of Socrates' own time in Greek antiquity, or of the United States, which had just executed its own revolution 5 years prior. Indeed, Thomas Jefferson himself was present at the unveiling of this painting at the Salon of 1787. The image, commissioned by two radical political reformers, was wildly popular. David had already made his name with another severe moralistic canvas, The Oath of the Horatii, which effectively invented the neoclassical style, taking its cues from the stark simplicity of ancient Greece and Rome, from the ancient...
So, shifting gears a little bit, the women around here love architecture for some reason.
Well, architecture is nice. Yeah.
Your guide to the built environment. What is Gothic architecture and what makes it unique? Gothic architecture came out of the Middle Ages, with the first truly Gothic building appearing around 1140 AD. And no, it wasn't built by Goths.
Whatever.
It was built by the French. Contrary to modern day Goths who embraced the dark, Gothic architecture was considered uplifting for its time. Gothic cathedrals are partly recognizable because of their large walls of stained glass windows, which allowed light to fill large open spaces and create a heavenly environment.
And the huge vaulting ceilings too.
And walls of glass that had to be created. Builders of the Middle Ages took traditional methods of
for what they're also known as for them huge ass fucking ceilings.
Oh yeah, the vaulted ceiling.
Yeah, man, the vaulted and the buttresses and the freaking flying, all that other stuff. Yeah, that's big in Gothic art.
The Grand Duchy of Vladimir is big as fuck. God
Yeah. So yeah, man, it's like damn, that was big. Sheesh. Homie was fucking living life.
I don't know why they like architecture. Women never build anything.
Oh my Lord, Lord. Oof.
I love misogyny.
Women are not the creators of life. Women are the keepers and the guardians of it. That's the reason why they protect it in their womb. They're more or less the medium with this life is actually still formulating. Actually, men are the givers of life because guess what? We ain't gonna have no baby without no baby better, baby.
Well, you gotta plow a field every now and again.
See what I'm saying? So hey, look, I'm sorry. Oof, yo, read what rules were. Put that. Yo, that's a hot one. Yo,
Mike, that's like praising the oven for what you put in. Fucking diabolical.
You are the champion, my friend, and you keep on winning till the end.
Every woman ever is about to be mad.
You
about to G-check the fuck out of
the champion.
Here we go.
You are the champion. No time for bullshit, cause you are the champion of the day. Oof. Damn, bro. That's what I'm talking about, Crab. Shit, that's what I'm talking about, player. Stand on business. Yes, sir. Salute, sir.
My God. Fucking
salute.
Ruthless.
Oof.
And you know what? He
salute.
Look, bro, he had the shit. And you know what? He was made to drink hemlock.
He said, yeah, I said it. I'll stand on too. Give me that motherfucking cup.
Give me that drink.
It better be purple too. Fuck.
Oh, I can run away. No, 10 toes down, bitch.
10 toes down. There, right.
Down.
Construction from around Europe and carried by the pointed arches, was the flying buttress, and something that gives Gothic architecture its unique silhouette. While a regular buttress butted up against the wall and kind of blended in with the masonry, a flying buttress was much more elegant and much more obvious.
Yes.
You see them mostly on the outside of the building as they move the lateral forces across one or more arches. Despite supporting so much weight, the flying buttress disguises the load with an almost magical design. When you combine the flying buttress, pointed arch, slender columns, and ribbed vaulting, you get buildings that looked unlike anything seen before. You have a building that's no longer supported by walls and has a more open interior environment.
Women can build a tent in your pants.
Yeah,
That's the only damn structure they ever erected.
Yeah, oof. Literally erected. Oof. Oof.
Why are you gay?
Why are you gay? Now are you? Why are you gay? Why are you gay? Why? You are gay.
Whenever you give women accountability, why are you gay? Incel.
Oof. But architecture is beautiful. As a matter of fact, a lot of it, and you got to give it to the Romans. They may have taken a lot of different things from a lot of different cultures, but they damn sure knew how to freaking combine it together and make shit that work. That shit stood the test of time. All them fucking viaducts, aqueducts, and everything. Some of them things is still around. Hadrian's Wall still up. So I mean, hey, look. But I keep asking the question, right? Like, somebody had to be able to have the ability to have the time to make this kind of stuff. Because if everybody was working, like just to make their daily bread and everything else like that, then we wouldn't have art. We couldn't have art because they'd be too busy and too tired to make stuff. See what I'm saying? So, like, I understand. Yeah, I see what you're saying. That maybe that people being indolent can make things happen like that. But then it got to be asked, which is better, service to society's needs or serving in a way that actually elevates society on maybe on an esoteric or maybe a spiritual level through art. You know what I mean? So like, which duty is more important in the overall scheme of things? But you do have a good point. Yes, there's a lot of stuff is made by people that have way too much time in their hands. You are correct. Yes,
it can be both.
It can be both.
I feel like those are just rich people.
You think so?
Had too much free time on their hands. Yeah, because those are educated men.
Mm-hmm.
They were just bored.
But a lot of them weren't like really rich. They were like working class folks. Like Michelangelo, he was he was like son of either a stonemason or something like that. A lot of these artists who became like the fathers of the Renaissance in terms of art, a lot of them come from humble beginnings. Either they're the sons of working class men who maybe, I guess somehow or another, they may have either apprenticed somewhere, and maybe like in their spare time, they may have been able to do something like that. And that's probably the reason why a lot of these things take a very long time too, because they got to work while they're doing this. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think it's this was the product of the rich.
You want to hear some breaking news that's hilarious?
What's up?
Massive wiener thrown on
WNBA. Yeah, I had a feeling you want to talk about. I had a feeling you want to talk about that. Something came to mind for that. Also, Angry Snowman's in the back.
You should be able to let yourself up.
Oof.
What's up, Angry Snowman?
I didn't want to let myself up.
Oof. See, lazy. Too much time in his hands. Too much time.
Ass.
Yeah, too much time in his hands. Too much time in his hands. He wasn't able to do something. What's going on?
Now we've done equal labor. We're communists now.
That's fucking gay.
What's going on, bro?
If you would have just let yourself in, you would have done more labor.
It's not my house, man. I wanted to knock on the door first.
Fair enough.
But once you invite me in, now I'll come and go as I please.
Oof. Like a vampire? Oof. That's oof. Nothing like it. I mean, you are Irish, so you don't do well in the sun. I mean,
what are you talking about? I do great in the sun.
Are you truly Irish then?
Yeah, but I tan, man. There's Blackfoot Indian in my dad's side of the family.
So there you go. You got that Blackfoot, a Blackfoot Irishman. Oof.
Yeah, dude, I had a hard time with my. Dude, I'm gonna tell you what, I had a hard time being able to hone in my fucking rage when I was younger. I was an angry kid, and it was hard.
What the fuck does that got to do with anything?
It's hard.
It's hard.
It's hard. Yeah. Hey, man. Look.
You understand, True.
Yeah, man.
You get it.
Man. Yeah, I do. Especially as a kid of growing up in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, I get it. Trust me.
Yep.
Wait, hold on. I got to show you something.
I just got this new doggone phone. Oof. It took me days to get all my stuff over into it. I kind of like it, though. I was getting ready to give it back. But then I saw the phone that I currently had, and I saw like the freaking glue on the back of it was like coming off or whatever, like the back was coming off. And I was like, oof. The timing could not have been better.
90s black guys versus 80s black guys.
Lois, I've hired some 1980s black breakdancers to do their routine on your stomach.
Peter, come on. I'm happy to it.
But Lois, if they do it good enough, they'll save the rec center from being torn down and replaced by some mall. Ozone, Turbo, do your thing.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Lois, those are 90s black guys. Those aren't 80s black guys at all. Run!
We're here to dance for the kids.
Run, 80s black guys. You're no match for the 90s black guys.
That's pretty accurate, though.
Yeah, it is pretty accurate.
But their aim was off. They hit the door frame.
And that's why it was accurate. That's why it was accurate. Oh, yeah? Oh, so we got the car back. Okay, cool. Let me see. Hold on a second. We had to put the car up in the shop for inspection. We already got it back. That's cool. Sweet. Anyway.
So do you think there's actually going to be a tsunami that hits the West Coast?
No, they've been saying that. They've been saying
it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
They've been saying that. They've been saying there's gonna be tsunamis over every little thing recently. Fucking a bird farts too far south in the fucking Pacific. They're gonna be like, "Oh God, tsunami!"
It's almost like they're trying to force a tsunami.
Oof! Get out of there.
Turd, they're gonna pop a hemorrhoid.
Oof! Get out of there, boy. Don't see. We can't be going to tin hat territory. We got it. Oof! You can't be doing that.
Saying, man.
Don't do that.
So you see, my dearest Riley, it is this instinctive and burning need to procreate between a man and a bitch that
between a man and a bitch.
He ain't right. He ain't lying. He's not lying.
I can't breathe. Hold on.
That man ain't told a lie yet.
Right. It was one of the biggest earthquakes of all. I didn't feel shit. I didn't feel shit.
And you know what? It's still Thursday.
Oof.
It is this instinctive and burning need to procreate between a man and a bitch that not only keeps the human race going, but also fuels many important industries, such as my very own.
So what do you think about homies over hoes?
Is that something at Dennis? I don't know what that is.
Homies over hoes. You know, like you're supposed to put your homie over hoe. That's how pimps do, right?
I don't think homies over hoes.
I love this sentiment so much.
Homies over hoes, dude. That would be a great fucking plate to order at fucking
Homies
Denny's.
over hoes. Homies
That's like
over
a Waffle
hoes.
House fucking plate.
Okay, so then all right.
Cinnamon.
So then, if homies over hoes, then okay. So we got to come up with the actual meal itself. Okay, so we got hoe cakes. So they're actually kind of like little small ass, semi-sweet, maybe a little bit of spicy, like little pancake things. So those are hoe cakes.
Scrambled eggs with black pepper and Vienna sausages, because you know they're homies. And they put the hose.
You know what I see? I see some pecan waffles covered in over easy eggs with some syrup. That's homies over hoes.
I was thinking more of a, let's see, like you already got the whole cakes, then you got the syrup over that. Then I would definitely say instead of going with Vienna sausage, because nobody wanted to have no Vienna sausage over the motherfucking pancakes, dog. What you doing? I'm talking about kielbasa. Nice kielbasa, like maybe like one long ass kielbasa, maybe cut in half or something like that.
How about a chop steak, man?
Waffles
with some eggs over easy, homies over hose.
Yeah, we gotta come up with like a good way to actually make that, because that could actually make some fucking money, like for Denny's and shit, like the homie. What you want the homie over a whole platter? Oof. Oof. I'll take the homies over hose.
Listen to his reply.
That a pimp named Slickback can co-sign Riley. I mean, don't get me wrong. A pimp named Slickback will put a lot of things over a hoe. Money over a hoe? Always. Brand new gators over a hoe? Absolutely. A turkey sandwich with just tomato? Guaranteed. But homies? Oh no. A pimp named Slickback don't do shit for the homies. Let me reiterate, don't do shit for the homies. Unless the homie want to walk that stroll and get that money, the homie ain't getting a goddamn thing. And the same goes for brothers, peeps, dudes, fellas, dunnies, comrades, whatever the fuck niggas is calling each other.
No bros before hoes up in here.
Nowadays. Sound like some gay shit to me.
Sounds like some gay shit to me.
You don't want to hear him saying what it really is, because it actually was some gay shit. That was one of the wildest episodes ever.
Oh yeah, no, there was a 2-parter.
Amazing. Boondocks did really keep it real, man. Boondocks was like a once in a lifetime type of show.
Yeah, they'll never be able to recreate that.
No, they're supposed to be bringing it back.
But you got to be skeptical of that. Like, are they really going to bring it back? Or are they going to bring it back with some other kind of weird, kind of fucking Sambo shit? You know what I mean?
Right? Would they even allow?
Well,
that was a special type of magic and humor that.
So in 2 or 3 days, Sunday, we're gonna get the next season of King of the Hill, which is the remake. Right?
You guys ever watch Shameless?
No, I have not. Sadly.
Oh, fuck.
What up,
I've seen clips of it, man. But
they've got 12 or 13 seasons now, and you guys should really check at least some of it out. It is.
That's the one with that white kid that.
Nah, we good on that. I don't like that show.
Never catching lids, rolling with no beards, cause bitches ain't shit.
That's an awful lot like ninjas can be gay too.
Nigga, we hating on them. Bitch, can't you see? Fall back away from me. Me and my nigga.
Shoot at him.
Now bump it to the left,
bump it to the right.
When you do the
Homies over hoes. Homies over hoes.
Dude, that bitch for us though. Saying homies over hoes.
To the homie. To the homie.
For y'all don't know, that wound up being turbo gay. What's up?
Yeah. What's going on?
I watched Shameless. I watched every episode of Shameless.
I don't. It didn't seem like anything that I would be particularly interested in. So I just.
Do you see how it shows the reality of life closer than any other show you've watched? At least that's what I see.
That's what it's
hilarious.
Really, huh? I never really thought about it like that.
Oh, Shameless is just.
Yeah.
Oof.
my God.
Oof. Oh no! Oh
my gosh!
What the fuck did I just watch?
That bitch is stank.
Oh no!
And you know he's an animal too, so his nose is much stronger than it.
Boy, that little fella.
Where did you find that at?
That thing was funky.
No, ask Lauren.
Lauren, what comes up in your algorithm?
That thing was that monkey was funky.
Lauren has a very scary algorithm.
We
The
thought
only
Hood's
person that
algorithm was
scares
fucked up.
the thing that scares me more than Lauren's algorithm would be Kat's algorithm.
Yeah. Mine's just police videos.
Oof, you're in the bondage. I get you. I understand. I understand.
You ain't shit.
You in the locking motherfuckers down. I got you. No problem.
Into that 50 Shades of Grey and shit.
Yeah, man. I see you. I already know you got the handcuffs on lock. Literally. Oof. Anyway.
What's your secret word, Cynthia?
Oof. The safe word. Oh no.
And I like the police interrogation videos.
No.
You like being choked, don't you?
Oh no. She like interrogating dude. She like to get them in the chair, locked down. She got them locked down in the room, hands locked behind the back, start smacking her upside the head, upside. Tell me what I want to. Dude is like, I'll never tell you. I'll never tell you. You're gonna.
What is going on?
What's your thoughts on midgets being gimps?
Oof.
What'd you say?
What's your thoughts on midgets being gimps?
What are gimps? So I do have.
You don't know what a gimp is. Oof.
Like.
My dear summer child. Oof.
And I'm trying to see what are they working with, and every time I've asked one to show me, they don't. You remember Sassy Cassie, the midget entertainer? And by
Sassy Cassie,
I mean stripper.
No,
Lord!
I've seen the midget Rock and the midget Stone Cold and the midget Andre the Giant.
Oh no!
So I used to work at clubs, adult entertainment clubs, and we had a feature of Sassy Cassie.
That's where I saw midget wrestling was at a strip club.
And I had to pick her up, and she has a normal sized boyfriend, and he always carried her around. He carried her around like a toddler.
Have y'all ever seen the
That's
video?
weird, right? Like, would you carry your girlfriend around like a toddler?
Absolutely.
What? No.
Dude, if my wife was that small, I'd carry her around in a backpack.
No, you wouldn't.
I would.
Why? No.
Why not? I mean,
it'd be amazing.
It's easy to do.
Dude, imagine going on an airplane. She could be carry-on luggage.
You gotta be careful because you know how sometimes you get inside the house and you throw your book bag and like you gotta be careful of that.
Holy.
Look at this shit.
It's funny. Otherwise, you're wrong.
I don't care, lady. Wash your ass. It stank. Can I start my fucking video now? I'm Long Ho Short Dick, and us dudes are banding together with the He Too movement.
Our sexy voices need to be heard.
So what made you join the He Too movement, Fucks with Fire?
All women are abusive to men. With that logic, who else could it be starting this goddamn fire, right?
This is standing call.
This girl said I had a tiny wiener, about as small as my thumb, man. So I said she was fat, then I was the bad guy. I can't help my tininess, but she can help her fatness.
Yeah.
Old turquoise.
Have you had any run-ins with women?
I was once in a hot-ass relationship with this blade of grass.
My wife said I was a faggot and flicked me in the ball sack. It was really abusive and traumatic. Dances with rainbows.
Oh, hey. I love your movement, Longbow. Like,
Okay.
I love men. Know what I mean? Let's sniff each other's farts.
Hey, look, man, my old lady took out her boobs and poked my fucking eye out with her goddamn nipple, man. They called me a pussy.
Hey, you fucking turd, Ferguson.
The sluck I was talking to said I wasn't good enough because I had a horse in my own teepee. She wanted.
Why in the fuck do they got this man with a motherfucking feather in the middle of his fucking head? That is so insane to me right now.
This is AI that made this.
Ooh, this is amazing.
I've seen a lot of these videos like this.
AI is amazing.
If you like my creator skits and want to support the Buy Me a Coffee is in the description, and my music will be up on there very soon and updated all the time once up.
Donate these balls, baby.
Yeah, AI is out of control right now.
It is. AI is wild, man. I'm telling you.
Hey, if you recall, fucking Free Zone, he predicted it about 8 months back when he said motherfuckers gonna be crashing out over this AI shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is what it is because
why are y'all like this?
What?
That velvety boy voice you got.
Oof. Smells like. Oh no. I don't even want to try to say what the fuck.
So the cock yak.
Are you gonna try?
Cock yak?
A lot more than that.
Smell me?
Oh, it smells like shit.
Cognac.
Yeah, it
That
smells
was
like
cognac.
It smells like cock.
That's all I could.
That's what it smells like.
Oh.
That smells like cock.
Cock yak.
Dude, that's AI.
A lot more than that.
Smell me?
That's AI.
Cock yak.
I gotta know though, is it his cock he's smelling or someone else's? And if it's someone else's cock, how does he know that smell?
Ooh. Let's see.
Unless he's having a girl please him and then going and kissing her, he would know what that smells like. But right?
If he's kissing her, he knows what it tastes like now.
But I was thinking the same thing. Like, how does he know what that smells like?
Yakety yak, don't spit back.
Yeah.
So what's this white racist hate stream that you tagged me in?
Oh no, this is about white self-sabotage, and it's about the whole different. You were there that one time, Ortho, and you were kind of like at the tail end of what was a stream that I had earlier that week. So I'm bringing up all those different topics into that and a few other things, and some footage that some of the guys in my Discord have sent me. So yeah, and I'm definitely going to need some white male input on that. We're gonna have the conversation about it, talk about it, get your thoughts on it. See, I am a newly printed white man. I'm a newly minted white man, so I got
self-sabotaging, fucking self-loathing, fucking white people. I can't stand them. Grab your fucking balls out of your fucking bitch's purse.
See, and this is the reason why I need your input. See, I need your input. So that's why I'm putting it up for you guys like that. Now, at first, it's going to be only up for the members of the right race, which is the white race. So then, yeah, keep it out of there because you
said the right race.
He sure did.
I did. Yeah, I did. So to make sure that there's no monkey shit going on because they're going to come. No. At first,
dude, I come up there, the right people come around, they'll fucking boot me off the fucking panel.
And that's the reason why I'm going to kind of we're not going to do anything like that at first because I literally want to actually have the conversation with you guys first. And then after a while, we can bring everybody else up.
No, nobody wants to be honest about the shit that's going on, man.
I want to be. That's why I'm asking. Yeah. I want to be honest.
No, I'm not saying you, True. You know what I'm saying when I'm saying it. Nobody wants to actually be honest about shit right now. They just all want to sit back in their own little fucking victimhood fucking platform.
And watch funny videos.
Victims are going to victim, man.
That is true. But should you feel inclined that the door is open, put it like that.
Oh yeah, I like coming over and fucking bashing people for being pussies.
Oh,
you know that.
Honest about what?
I'm on CPT time, so I will.
I get there when you get there. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I want to be there, but I also don't want to talk about race.
Yeah, I like hearing you talk about race, Ortho. It gets me all warm and fuzzy inside.
Okay, bro. We literally just get past the homies over host segment. Come on, bro.
No, I'm just saying. He gets passionate about that shit, man. It makes me proud to be who I am.
I'm not going to say if it gets your nipples hard, I'm getting off.
Nah, dude, I'm not gay.
I'm already saying like, I'm about to moonwalk out of here. But I feel you. Funny fish videos, fish farming, aquaculture, fishing videos. Okay.
Does he got bars of soap?
Do I be giving this is when I talk about race, this is all Snowman hears.
It looked like he had on Mr. Clean magic erasers on the fish.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I'm wrong, but that's what it looked like.
This is all Snowman hears when I speak about race.
See how the whole
the
democratic world
the
is
truth of the
oozing
matter of it
sympathy
is
for the poor, tormented Jewish people,
I
but
can't say
remains
that I disagree.
hard-hearted and obdurate when it comes to helping them, which is surely, in view of its attitude, an obvious duty. The arguments that are brought up as an excuse for not helping them actually speak for us Germans. And 2, they assure us we cannot take them unless...
All right, so anyway.
Like I said, I can't say I disagree with that, though.
Dude, I don't even want to be talking about race no more, man. It's stupid.
I agree. Honestly, that's a lot of the reason why I got off the start. You guys ain't really seen me on YouTube much, man, because dude, all it is to me, I'm hearing the same circular conversations we were talking about fucking 5-6 years ago. Same shit, dude. Just different people.
Yeah.
You know, you'd think by now the if people are really trying to have a conversation or trying to do anything where they're trying to move, societal standards, the fucking conversation would have evolved into something else. But no, it's the same dumbass circular fucking arguments.
Religion, sex, politics, right? Pretty much.
जरा सा किताबों में कम ध्यान है ज्यादा तेरे ख्यालों में है तुझसे जो मिलके
they waterboarding that fish.
गणित के सवालों में है
Why?
Because it's fun to watch.
It's kind of sad. Oh, good.
Those are, oh my God, those are fucking Mr. Clean magic erasers.
Yeah, they just
They're trying to decontaminate the water.
तुझसे जो मिलके मजा है कहाँ वो गणित के सवालों में है करके गुस्ताखियाँ मांगे ना माफियाँ.
The fuck?
That is
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
That's kind of cruel.
The fuck was that shit?
White people shit.
But those were Indians. Those were Indians, though.
That's white people shit.
That was an Indian dude.
Those were Indians.
Shit.
They were Indians doing that.
It took your parents weeks to build from scratch, and it's together under the weight of 2 older siblings who figured out how to scream before you even cracked your shell. They're louder and much better at getting fed. When your parents show up with food, it's chaos. Everyone climbing over each other to be first. You try to squeak, but it's pathetic. Nobody notices. Not even your mother, who drops a mouthful of chewed up something into the hungriest chick without even looking. For a while, you survive by chance. Maybe a scrap falls your way, but it's not sustainable. You're starving, and you're small enough that if someone accidentally steps on you, that might be it. So you do what any future genius would do. You start cheating. You time your begging call just slightly before your loudest sibling. It's not fair, but it works. Your mother pauses, tilts her head, and for once, you get fed first. Doesn't matter what it is. What matters is that it's yours. That's the moment you figure it out. You don't need to win the fight. You just need to sound like the winner. Later, a hawk passes overhead. Your siblings panic. One even stands up like that's going to help, but you go still. Your father launches off the nest and slams into the hawk midair. Somehow it works. They're both fine, but now you know what a real threat looks like. You make it through your first week. You're still the smallest, but now you're watching.
When it's a real threat, did a picture of Diddy pop up?
Bro, they on Diddy's head.
Launches off the nest and slams into the hawk midair. Somehow it works. They're both fine, but now you know what a real threat looks
Yes, it did.
like. You make it through your first week. You're still the smallest.
Diddy
now
Hawk
you're
is
watching
crazy.
everything. And over the next few days, you grow feathers. You grow your confidence. Then you try to fly, and it all goes downhill from there. Skip forward a couple of weeks, and your wings start working. They work enough to catch wind, but not enough to land well, which is unfortunate because today's the day. You jump, flap too hard, and drop straight into a bush. Your parents swoop in above you, calling for encouragement, or maybe they're laughing. It's hard to tell.
The next few weeks are all about catching up. Your parents still feed you, but now you have to follow them. You fly behind them, crashing into branches and getting left behind more than once, but you're still learning. You watch where they find food, how they open things, where they stash leftovers, and you start copying them. They bury food constantly, under leaves, in cracks, behind rocks. Sometimes they fake it, tucking nothing into a patch of moss just to throw off other ravens. You try the same thing and immediately forget where you actually put your real food. But your parents don't help. They just watch. There's a strict no handout policy now. If you want more than a beakful, you work for it. You're also learning how to read body language. If someone twitches their tail, that means danger. If you're
I like shit like this.
Mm-hmm.
Wild.
I love the bow.
Interconnectivity of animals. You love the bow?
I love the bow in her hair. And like I have birds. Whenever I hear birds in a cluster, I know danger. And like the other day, there was a cat. He had one of the birds, like he was trying to get him. I threw a rock at the cat and ran the cat off, and the birds were happy. Like if you listen to the birds, they'll tell you what's up. Okay, I guess I'm the only one that listens to the birds, really?
Oh, no, I pay attention. I pay attention to them.
Okay.
I'll tell you one of the most horrific moments in my life where I felt genuine pity and sadness. My friend was a dick. I let him get my BB gun, and he started shooting at birds.
Oh.
And he popped one, and went, "Paka!" And glided down, and I just saw a cat. The cat looked at us and was like, "Thank you, human." And it slithered the fuck off. Literally slithered off like a snake, like, "Mwah." And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that.
Man, that's crazy.
I looked at my friend. I'm like, "Why did you do that?" Because cats gotta eat, bro. Moo Kitty's getting old.
Ooh,
I'm like, why'd she slither off like that, though?
Smart.
Like,
She's like, hey, thanks for the delivery. I appreciate it. Just walk. Appreciate
no,
it.
this cat was like 14 years old. So like, that's old as fuck for a cat, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
This cat is old. It had arthritis and everything. Like,
So yeah, any easy food that the cat will get, they will take. Trust me.
It's still alive. That's the thing. It's still alive. And that was when I was a teenager. 14, and now I'm between 25 and 35. So think about that. That cat's still alive. And even back then, I'm like, bruh, somebody's been feeding this cat birds or something. Like, this cat's almost 30 years old and it's still around. It's not the same. It's not a different cat. I know it's the same cat.
Well, see, cats are really just the world's cutest psychopaths in human history. They literally are. Like, you will literally see a cat just bat around a freaking dead mouse, a dead frog, a dead cricket. Ask me how I know, because I've seen it. They will literally tear the head off of a bird and just smack that damn thing around. If you saw that in a human being, that person would immediately go into a psych ward.
They are independent.
Yes, they're independently psycho.
Yes.
I've seen it.
But I like cats. I like to scratch their bellies and have them wig out. And like,
That's a squirrel that is about to get evicted from its acorn stash. You're starting to mimic things too. Your parents don't teach you that. You just do it. One day you let out a perfect hawk call and scare the feathers off your own sibling. Nobody knows how you learned it. You don't either. It just felt right. By month 4, you can fly, bury food, and even steal without falling off the branch. You're getting smarter every day, which is good, because soon you won't be with your parents anymore. At 5 months old, you're on your own. Your parents just flew off and didn't circle back. So now you follow the older ravens around your area. You hang back far enough not to get pecked, but close enough to see where they go. Every time one of them finds something, you dive in too and immediately get knocked out of the way. You squawk like you've been mortally wounded, but no one cares. The food's not yours. You try to sneak in, pretend to bury something nearby, hoping they get curious and leave the real stuff. It doesn't work. You're not convincing enough, so you leave and try to get food on your own. A few days later, you find your first opportunity. A seagull drops half a sandwich near a tree. You swoop in, and so do 3 others. A fight breaks out instantly. You try to yank the sandwich and fly off with it, but it's too heavy. You manage a few flaps before slamming straight into a trash bin and losing everything. You limp away with nothing but a bread crust and your dignity in pieces, but you're still learning. You start watching the seagulls more. They're dumb, but fast. They grab food, panic, and drop it if pressured, so you begin stalking them. You wait until they've snatched something, then swoop low, scream, and fake a mid-air attack. It actually works. One of them panics and drops half a chicken nugget. You grab it mid-fall and fly away before anyone can catch up. It's a win. Your first one. You land in a pine tree, beak full of processed meat, and let out a proud little croak. It's not...
Bro, that's crazy.
That's
Hey, man. Life is hard in these Raven streets, bro. You gotta I can tell you, as a Corvette myself, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard.
He just stole that man's McNugget.
He's
Hey.
eating chicken. He's cannibalism.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bird.
We're not the same species, so it's not really cannibalism.
Well, I had a ringneck parakeet, and I did the same thing. I fed him chicken all the time.
Oh.
That motherfucker loved chicken.
Oh, that is evil. Boy.
much, but you got it yourself, and next time, you'll get more. Skip forward a bit, and you're 1 year old now. You're not technically alone anymore, not since you found the others. It started with a few calls in the distance, then you spot them. A loose group of young ravens circling a field, all of them around your age, so you join instantly. There's no formal initiation. If you can keep up, you're in. On the first day, you play the drop the stick game. Someone flies high, lets go of a twig, and the rest dive to catch it. You miss twice. But on the third round, you catch it mid-roll, and everyone croaks in approval. It's stupid, but you need some fun to occupy that intelligent brain of yours. Most days are spent looking for food and making bad decisions. Someone finds a dead rat and 5 ravens show up pretending they found it first. There's a full-on standoff until a passing cat ruins everything. You practice mid-air rolls, figure out how to ride thermal updrafts, and learn who's fast and who's just loud. You're both, which helps. But not everything's a game. One morning, someone calls out sharply. Everyone freezes. A fox is stalking the edge of the clearing. Most of the group flaps up into the trees, but one juvenile tries to stand their ground, pretending they're bigger than they are. The fox lunges, and it's over in seconds.
Got something a little funnier to show you.
Oh. Well, I wanted to see his life.
Well, that one's life was over. I'm like, game over, yeah.
Okay.
Louis, drop it. Drop it. Drop it.
No.
Bird got a knife, bruh.
No. I'll
Lloyd?
drop it, all right.
Oh!
I got a shank. I got a shank.
Did y'all
Don't
see
play
the
with
one
me.
with the dog?
Better have my money back.
Did you see what you say, Cynthia?
Where the dog slapped the bird?
Nuh-uh.
No. No, I have not seen that. No, unfortunately, I did not witness that occurrence. like a full-on paw slap, like the whole, like you turned his side of his paw and just like caught him on the side of the face, like oof. Shut your bitch ass up.
Have y'all ever seen that meme whenever, and it's like, it just says me whenever he knows he's won an argument, but I don't want to say sorry.
So
No, I have not.
back from
All
the
right, look at
you picked up Mr. Forrest here.
Oof.
The meme is typically that, and it says me when he won the argument, but I don't want to say sorry.
Oh, I get it.
Rude.
That's where this video comes from.
Colin.
Or where that picture
Colin
comes
found him
from.
blowing his grevilleas this morning. So I think what
That
happened
bat is
that,
huge.
Yeah, but
They had
and that's the
come
thing.
feed
Like
on
that
the
meme
grevilleas
set
and
me
there
on a
simply wasn't
journey. 'Cause I was
enough
like, wait a
room for him to
minute,
take off his clothes
is that a
all
baby
out.
bat or a big bat?
So
Turns
he
out it's a
made
big
house,
fucking bat.
but,
That bat
there's
is
no
like
windows
half
on
the
him,
size
mate.
of Tucker.
See if you like another bit of nose.
That's a big motherfucker right there. Boy.
That's a flying puppy.
Yeah, there ain't no way in hell. You see that in your house, you get a whole new house at that point.
So he'll be in care for a little while. He's got no injuries. There's nothing at all I can find on him. Everything's working well.
I didn't realize they look like dogs that can fly. They don't even look like rats with wings.
Lord have mercy. That is
sure that he's not concussed or that there's
People
no
like
issues.
rats with wings. I'm like, no, bro, this looks like a puppy.
It
I want to
does.
pet it. It's even petting like a puppy.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. I'd be a little
I'm
cautious
still
about something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy, he's been around the block a few times. He's very strong as well.
And he eating the shit out that banana. He's like,
So I had to lean, even though he was low.
Look at them sharp ass
an
teeth,
arboreal
though.
animal, very capable in the trees.
And it's like, I want to suck your blood. Look at him. He's at my ass.
To put a net on him, he started to
keep giving me these.
It's adorable.
Fortunately, we got you, didn't we?
Give me another bite of that banana. Come on, bring it on now.
Keep the bananas coming, and ain't nobody gonna get hurt. Let's keep on.
Then we can get you some fish.
Keep the banana train going. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Oh yeah.
I was about to have to bite
They
somebody.
have 2 noses almost.
Oh, look at it.
Put him into some bed rest if you're
It's so cute.
I don't know about that, fam. I don't know about that.
Look at it.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I put that other one in the back.
If I actually saw that like in my house, I might have to get a whole new house. I don't know. I don't know, fam. I don't know, man. That's pretty freaking scary.
Oh man.
What about the guy that raised a buffalo?
Damn.
Yeah, he's a house pet.
The
And
guy
he
who
takes it
raised
in his car for
He
rides.
raised a buffalo?
the guy who raised a hippo was a sad story.
What happened to him?
He got brutally mauled and eaten by the hippos.
Oh.
Specifically the one that he raised.
You have to remember, all animals have a dominance play in their life. When they reach that
Ballistic
point,
after her rescue
they're going to put it.
destroys the cage she was abused in. Big up this dude for showing the parrot
Oh, yeah,
that she's
this
no longer in danger.
Whoa!
This parrot goes ballistic.
Whoa! He was cussing him smooth the fuck out.
This panja.
That parrot had some hate in his heart, bro.
Yeah, he cold smoke cut that man the fuck out. Damn.
So it goes to play. We think that people are the only ones that have souls and understand psychology. Do you really think now?
No. Oh, I never thought that.
Most people don't. Most people don't see a spiritual essence in these animals. I do. Every last one of them. Every
Bro, my Tucker, I feel like Tucker would do this. Fuck off my fucking human. Hey, you get a little bit too friendly.
He's hating. He hating. He like, never mind.
He didn't
No,
get the attention.
He said, nah. At first, I was like, that's my bitch. Get the fuck off my.
How about that? So now, play. What you doing?
Yeah, the
That's
dogs
funny.
do get. My 2 dogs get jealous, but they're fighting for dominance. We call it jealousy, but they're just trying to be the more dominant one.
That's all jealousy is.
A hierarchy. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a hierarchy. Yep.
Yeah. Your position in somebody's personal hierarchy, your personal circle is threatened.
That popularity contest I keep telling you about, it's about a hierarchy and your position in that certain system.
Yeah, my little dog is always plotting against my bigger dog.
Sometimes I will pick on my puppy Tucker,
Mm-hmm.
and if he won't come to me when I call because he's having puppy zoomies, I usually bend down and pet my friend's dog and be like, "What's up, buddy?"
Oh, yeah.
And Tucker be like, "Hey, first off, I'm over here. Come on, And I'll just be like, "What's up, buddy? I'm nuzzling," and talk like, "Oh hell no!" And he'll start running over there. He'll fucking jump in our way. It is so fucking funny.
A hiss, motherfucker.
Even. That's fucking crazy. Oh Lord.
Yeah, see, all my dogs that I've trained them all to not just certain commands, but then made silent commands. In other words, I use hand gestures just like sign language, each one different.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, hey. Salute to you, bro. Nicely done. All right.
Well, we have to understand there's different ways to communicate than just written and oral languages. And this is how we automatically communicate with our observable nature anyway. We don't communicate with them by talking to them and writing them letters. We've got to observe them and watch their behaviors. From that, we've learned certain behaviors, like in chimpanzees. People smile at each other all the time as a matter of diplomatic type of etiquette. You go smiling to a chimpanzee, they're want to rip your
Yeah. Because it looks like you're trying to show your teeth.
I'm not ignoring you, Lauren. D3, I got you. I'm gonna play this video. I already have it pulled up. It's Our Bat's Overpowered.
Why is my parrot shaking, you might ask? It is hormone season, and that is when Sweet Pea wants to have babies with everything and everyone she comes in contact with. It's important not.
But that parrot being very creepy right about now.
Why in the hell is it? That is wild as fuck. Just moving her tongue. She's like, hey there, big guy. How you doing? Oh no.
Diddy the parrot.
It's a pet hormone season, but ultimately you just have to wait it out, and it is a pain.
Okay, that's disturbing.
Retarded.
Yeah, that's disturbing. I'm good on that.
Parrots, like, they live like 80 years.
Oh my god. Imagine getting aggressively horny once a year for 80 years.
You know what? I think you would get a lot of stuff done. Just like a few, like you get aggressively horny for like maybe like a couple of months, and then the rest of the year you chilling. I think you get a lot more done. I think if humans were actually had that kind of same kind of thing, I think we probably be in the stars by now. I think we could.
Do what now?
I think if we had like an actual mating season where we actually go, like when the females go into estrus and males are actually at that particular point, I think we would get more stuff done. And I honestly think our society would be, I think we'd be interstellar by the time if we did that. I'll be honest with you.
Nah, we'd find other ways to dick off.
You think so?
Yeah, either that or we would never have the population to be the dominant species.
Numbers.
It's also a numbers game.
Yeah. I think about it. Yeah.
Just because we're subdivided and divided, we still work together and form like distant a complex network of alliances. If you think about it.
Yeah. I feel you. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it makes sense.
Imagine the modern nation state, especially one the size of America or Russia, is kind of wicked if you think about it. Due to a very super highly complex string of alliances, you and some random dude you don't even know, literally 1,000 miles away, on the bordering a totally different ocean, would get drawn into the same conflict. Is that not weird to think about, or am I just overthinking it?
No, it is interesting to think about it. It literally, like they say, that war does make strange bedfellows, even if you're actually shooting at each other from different firing lines and stuff like that. So yeah.
All right, before we play the bats video, I actually have something to that effect. I don't care if it's real or not. I don't care if everybody says AI. But hold on 1 second. Like this shit always hits me in the feels. Shit like this.
What?
meet somebody you actually fought against in a war. 25 years after Vietnam, I'm working construction in San Diego when this new guy joins our crew. Vietnamese immigrant, about my age, spoke decent English with a thick accent. His name was Duke. Quiet guy, worked hard, minded his own business. We got along fine for about 6 months. Just two old guys building houses, nothing complicated. Then one day, we're taking lunch break, and he notices my Marine Corps tattoo. That's where I served. I tell him Da Nang, 1968 to 1969. His face goes completely white. I was North Vietnamese Army, he says quietly. Same time, the sandwich in my hand suddenly felt like cardboard. Here's this guy I've been working next to for months, and we probably spent a year trying to kill each other. Neither of us knew what to say, just sat there on the tailgate of his truck, staring at each other like we were seeing ghosts. You ever fight near Hill 881? I finally asked. He nodded. I was radio operator, 3rd Battalion, 324th Division. We hit your fire base many times. That's when it hit me. This wasn't some random coincidence. I remembered that radio operator. We'd been hunting him for weeks. Smart bastard who kept calling in mortar strikes, then disappearing before we could triangulate his position. You son of a bitch, I said, but I was
He said, "You son of a bitch."
I feel like if this was real, human nature would have took over, and after that son of a bitch, because it's America, he would have been like, "Perker pow, that's for Johnny boy," type shit. But like, the rest of the story it gets even better.
The first time since we started talking. You Marines, very persistent, almost got me twice. We spent the rest of lunch comparing war stories. Same battles, different sides. I told him about losing my best friend Jimmy to a sniper near his position. He told me about watching his entire squad get wiped out.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought the Vietnamese guy was gonna fuck with him. Like, yeah, I was a sniper too.
Oh, yeah. You can kind of see that coming. Yeah, you can kind of see it coming.
By our artillery. Strangest thing was, we both remembered the same firefight from April 1969. 3-day battle where everything went wrong. He'd been calling in coordinates while I was trying to establish radio contact with our reinforcements. You saved my life, he said suddenly. Your artillery strike hit my bunker after I left. If I stayed 5 more minutes, I would be dead. I saved his life. He probably killed guys I knew. And now we're building suburban houses together in California. The other workers noticed we were both pretty shaken up. Asked what was wrong. How do you explain you just discovered your coworker used to be your mortal enemy? After that day, everything changed between us. Not hostile, but weird, like we were dancing around something neither of us wanted to talk about. Duke started bringing me Vietnamese coffee. I shared my thermos of regular coffee with him. We'd sit together at lunch, not talking much, just existing in this strange space between former enemies. One day, he brings in photos from his wallet. His family back in Vietnam. Wife, 2 kids, parents, all killed in our bombing raids 6 months after he left for the war. I fought because I had nothing left to lose, he explained. My family was already gone. I showed him pictures of Jimmy, the friend who died near his position. Kid from Ohio, just turned 19. Duke studied the photo for a long time. He looked very young, he said finally. Too young for war. We both lost everything in that jungle. Different sides, same pain. The war ended, but we kept carrying our pieces of it. Working together became easier after that. We understood each other in ways our other co-workers couldn't. Both of us had nightmares. Both of us drank too much sometimes. Both of us jumped when helicopters flew overhead. Duke retired before I did. On his last day, he shook my hand and said, I am glad we met this way, not that way. I still think about him sometimes. Wonder if he ever thinks about those jungle days, or if he's found peace with it all. Meeting your former enemy face to face. It's not dramatic like in movies. It's just 2 old men realizing they're more alike than different. War makes enemies out of people who might have been friends under different circumstances. The guy who tried to kill me for a year turned out to be a decent man who just wanted to go home to his family. Same as me. What is it like to meet somebody?
There you go.
I feel like the end was completely unnecessary.
You think so?
Yeah, it was a decent fella. Okay, so what? Stuff breaks, people die, wars happen.
Oh.
There was a war, I can't remember which one, but story goes that there wasn't any much going on, and the guys at the front end of the line got together and played some kind of sport game during a break.
I think I heard that same story too. I thought like that.
Yeah, right in the middle of the war, they just decided we're not going to kill each other. We're going to have this game of basketball or football or something.
Yeah,
and then we'll go back to the war.
It was soccer. It was World War I. It was the trenches, and it was Christmas.
There
it was the Christmas truce. They played soccer, gave each other gifts of canned goods or valuables.
So it's interesting how we can shed off all the world's atrocities face to face in a moment of time, recognizing the greatest power of peace is recognizing each other as brothers and go along doing brotherly things, but then decide shortly thereafter to go right back to the war. That's fucking odd to me.
That's the human experience, baby.
We're all psychopaths.
Mm.
When you get down to it, yes.
Yeah, them kitty cats scared off that you're playing with.
Enemy spotted. I like this guy's videos. I actually subscribe to him on another channel.
Yaga.
This episode is sponsored by CuriosityStream. You'd be hard-pressed to come up with a build that had a greater impact on the metagame in 2020 than the Bat build. And
the only thing this needs is every time he gets one.
For spawning mutants.
The only thing this needs is every time that bat gets an insect, yoink.
Yeah.
Yeah, yoink. Yoink. No, you know what? Hold on, I gotta show you all the spiders real quick. My autism is peaking.
Yeah, but that guy makes great videos about that tier zoo. I like his stuff.
He does. Have y'all ever seen the spiders on drugs?
No.
Spiders on drugs.
Oh,
How do you get drugs
The
with
fuck?
spiders?
Yeah, watch
That sounds like some shit that the fucking CIA did in like some kind of weird kind of a test or some shit like that.
Yep, LSD and everything. Notice the age of the video.
The wood spider is the most accomplished of all web building species. Recently, scientists gave these tiny creatures a variety of psychoactive drugs to observe their effects on web building. When given a minute dose of LSD, the web took on an minimalist structure.
That's the stuff.
When given caffeine, the web structure was not affected, but the spider's behavior was. THC, the active ingredient in marijuana, the spider didn't build a web.
Hey, man.
It built a hammock.
I was going to build my web, but then I got high. I was going to go and catch some bugs, but then I got high.
The spider built a web, found a mate, and raised over 100 young.
Oof.
But the mate got a restraining order, and now the spider can't go within 100 centimeters of the web. The crack cocaine spider figured building webs was for suckers, waited till the caffeine spider was exhausted, then came up behind it and popped a cap in its ass. Nice web, Mr. Crack Spider. When winter came, the marijuana spider had no place to live. It ended up in the crack web as the crack spider's bitch. For more information on the crack spider's bitch, contact the Canadian Wildlife Service in Ottawa.
Yo, that's wild.
Had no place to live. It ended up in the crack web as the crack spider's bitch.
Damn.
For more.
That always makes me laugh.
That was good. I like that. I like the nice little setup ahead of time. Like you think you're gonna see some National Geographic type of deep scientific stuff, and then it goes right into the comedy. I like that.
Yeah. Zoonotic viruses. There's a lot more to bats than just that. The bat build is unique in several ways, so today we're breaking down the bat build to discuss its stats, special abilities, matchup spread, unique class variants, and finally where they place overall in the tier list. So without further ado, let's get into it. The bat sports a pretty wide range of both high and low stats. Their key stat is mobility, of course, and it's kind of a given that any flying build will have high aerial mobility but be lacking in their other movement options. Bats take this a step further though, having thinner, more flexible wings that cover both their arms and legs that allow for far greater speed and precision of movement midair than most bird builds can achieve. In fact,
the look on that bat's face when he caught that bug, you're like,
bats actually hold the record for the fastest flight speed in the game. This incredible mobility comes at a cost, though, as we'll see with the bats' other stats. Bats have some of the weakest defenses in the game. Their thin, membranous wings are far less resistant to tears and scratches than feathered wings, meaning even a single hit from a relatively weak attack or midair collision might mean game over for a bat player. The bat's other stats also tend to be quite low. They aren't exactly stealthy flyers, and make much more noise than other nocturnal aerial builds like the owl. They also have pretty abysmal damage output. This makes sense though, as they don't really need it for offense, and if they're ever attacked, their defense and HP are so low that it would already be too late to strike back. So it's actually optimal to just stick to their hypermobile strategy and hope their other special abilities can carry them. Before we get into discussing special abilities, first we have to break down the different variations within the bat class, since the most important special abilities are not shared among all bats. All of these variations fall into one of two categories, microbats and megabats. Microbats are smaller and have a highly specialized nocturnal playstyle. They heavily favored spending evolution points on their hearing sense rather than vision, and so their eyes are quite small and not very useful. However, in addition to having excellent hearing, the microbats' heavy investment into the auditory skill tree grants them access to an extremely powerful unique ability, echolocation. Echolocation is a sound-based perception perk that allows the user to completely negate any stealth bonuses a player would normally have because of camouflage. It also allows bats to track the location of other flying players in the air, giving them greatly increased accuracy against airborne targets. It also greatly lowers the risk of collision while flying in tightly packed groups or through dense forests. This ability is definitely the most impressive aspect of the bat build, and the most integral to making their nocturnal playstyle viable. While most microbats survive entirely via the XP they get from PvP against flying insects, the microbat faction also contains the vampire bat, a strange parasitic build that uses its flight ability to stealthily drain small amounts of HP from other players. While I like the concept in theory, I feel like the bloodsucker playstyle is done much more effectively by builds like the mosquito and
the blood-sucking bat. That is the most creepy goddamn thing I've ever heard of. That's why it gets really uncute really quickly.
Yes, sir.
Did y'all ever watch that Stan Lee's like Incredible Humans? And there was a man that was blind and he could do that bat thing. He could
echolocation.
Riding a bike.
Yeah, he could do that, and that was so interesting to me.
Life finds a way.
Mm-hmm.
tick, both of which have high enough stealth to actually succeed in their attacks even when the target is wide awake. Vampire bats, on the other hand, are not stealthy enough to drain a full blood meal from a conscious target. And given their extremely low defense, they cannot risk taking a hit while draining HP. It's likely that the vampire bats had far more success back before the truly giant mammal builds got banned, as these mammals would have had much more difficulty detecting and swatting away such a small flying parasite. Aside from also having the ability to fly, the Megabat faction has a very different strategy than Microbats. The Megabat player base is diurnal, and as such, they did not spec far into the auditory skill tree at the cost of their vision. Quite the opposite, in fact. Megabats have excellent vision, but they cannot use the echolocation ability. In theory, this is a better strategy, rather than spending a bunch of evolution points on the expensive high-level sonar ability. It's more efficient to just go for a more standard vision upgrade, and still have plenty of points left over to pump into things like direct base stat boosts. This is what allows Megabats to grow several times larger than their nocturnal cousins. Now, due to their lack of echolocation, there's pretty much no way they could attack flying insects midair with any sort of accuracy. So Megabats opt for an herbivorous playstyle, and use their power of flight to access the best loot, similar to parrots. Despite being a much easier playstyle, I actually think it's nearly as viable as the Microbat strategy, provided there's enough fruit around to sustain the energy needs required by a flying.
That looks
See?
That looked cute. I'll give it that.
It's like a little flying puppy.
That one, yes. But I don't know, man.
So how do bats fare against their
That one, however, looks like a rabid chihuahua.
Yeah.
That bat's name is obviously Princess.
Yeah, you can see all the disease in that motherfucker right there, all of them.
That motherfucker got syphilis,
yes,
gonorrhea,
chlamydia, getting rid of you. Oof, yeah, man.
Babies. Fucking mange is gonna give you fucking mange.
Gonosyphilis, chlamydia.
As I said before, microbats have excellent matchups against flying insects. That's pretty much a given since they're specifically specialized for that matchup. Moths in particular have actually started speccing into their own sonar abilities in order to jam bat echolocation so that they aren't such a free kill all the time. This still has a long way to go before it has much of an effect on the matchup though. Microbats are also occasionally able to score kills on amphibian players, though personally I see this as more of an indictment of the frog's abysmal defensive stats than it is praise of the bat's offensive ability. Surprisingly, the biggest threats to bats are stationary ambush builds, since echolocation doesn't do a great job picking out other players who aren't moving. Snakes in particular can detect them using their heat vision, and can lash out and score a kill while they're passing by. Spiderwebs can pose a major problem to careless bat players too, as most bats are actually light enough to be restrained mid-flight if they run into them. However, skilled bat players can actually pinpoint the spider player via echolocation and snatch them right out of their web, so this matchup is by no means one-sided. Echolocation also allows bats to detect players that have made the mistake of being at the surface of the water, even in the dark. Making an attack on one of these targets is a bit of a gamble too, though. Megabats, in contrast, have great difficulty dealing with birds of prey. Since they have no sonar for early detection of an incoming attack, they can be taken down both mid-flight and while hiding in trees by aggressive raptor players. However, with their large frame, they're also far better in the intimidation department, meaning they can frighten players away who might challenge their control over the best loot sources. Their slightly higher defensive stats, while still not great, can also let them tank a hit or two if they get lucky. Wouldn't exactly rely on this, but still, credit where credit is due. The last thing to mention is the bats' matchup against disease. So bats actually have one of the highest disease resistances in the game, something they really do need because they live in such close quarters with each other. Because of this, the pathogen mains who do target bats have to spec into some extremely powerful virulence perks, which is why the pathogens that switch targets from bats to something else tend to be quite difficult for non-bat mains to fend off. Their incredible immune systems seem to have the secondary effect of granting bats unnaturally long lives. Most builds with similar metabolisms and sizes to bats only live a fraction as long. Overall, I think the bat sits at a comfortable C tier. Their choice of abilities is expensive, and I'm not entirely sure that it has paid off when weighted against the sacrifices they had to make to their base stats. Of the 3 flying factions in the game, I actually think bats rank the lowest overall. Birds have them beat in terms of versatility and practicality, as they can fly longer distances and have more durable wings. Insects have bats beat in terms of defense, being able to fly while still rocking some pretty solid armor. Nonetheless, the bat's flight precision is quite respectable, and highly skilled bat players can accomplish quite a lot using the bat's limited tools. I expect the bat's position on the tier list to rise as the current meta continues to centralize around the city biome, something microbats excel at. The bat's incredible disease resistance is also not to be overlooked. In fact, human data miners are trying to crack the code to see if the bat's immunity is something that can be used as a model for advancing the human's medicine ability. This is the subject of the excellent documentary series Breakthrough, which chronicles the research that was done this year regarding the huge nerfs the human player base had to deal with in 2020. You can watch the whole series right now by signing up for CuriosityStream. CuriosityStream is a streaming service with thousands of amazing documentaries and nonfiction titles. I've been plugging them all year, and
if you are ever bitten by a bat, try your best to kill it and bring it to the emergency room with you. That will be helpful in treating your injuries later. Yeah, I know, Lauren. That whole stuff was derailed.
I am sorry.
It's okay. Yeah. So, because when I worked in the emergency room, there was a guy that was attacked by bats, but he brought them all in a garbage bag. And they were able to see what the bats had, so they knew what to do for him.
And I think that's the importance of the bat guano, too. You notice they mentioned the coronavirus and bats. A lot of that's research. And it's research into the crossing over of those viruses from bats or other animals to people.
Yeah. And a lot of, especially transit people, roofless people, they're around that a lot. Bats are everywhere, not just in caves.
Right in downtown Waterloo, a river runs through it. I go down there fishing. You see bats flying through, getting the insects all over. Any place there's insects, you're going to have bats.
Yeah,
it's part of the chain.
And I think as we develop and take over the lands, like these animals have nowhere to go. So they're gonna keep hanging around.
And those types of diseases are going to keep crossing boundaries, just like rabies. It's well known. Well known.
And if you're sick or elderly, don't let dogs lick you because they have diseases in their saliva. And the older you get, or if you're ill, you're more susceptible.
I don't know if that's necessarily true, but you and I probably grow up in slightly different generations, but I remember running barefoot in the sand, dirt, mud, rain. Kissing frogs and fish, and laying on the couch and a dog sticking his tongue clear down my throat.
Yeah, if you're young and healthy, for sure. But if you're I was just reading about an elderly woman who died from it.
Right, and that's because her immunities were probably not enforced by natural immunity through natural behaviors, but probably synthetic chemicalized drugs and stuff called vaccines and stuff. That's not what we're designed to do.
Well, and I also feel like being 89 played a huge factor in
right. That's I agree with that. But I'm talking about the case where she was like that all of her life. She probably wouldn't be in such an immune deficiency at 89. She'd probably naturally be one of the stronger people left on the planet.
I will say that working in the emergency room for, I think, 6 years, for the first year I worked there, I think I was sick all the time. I was just like a walking illness. But after that, I feel like I gained every antibody that could ever exist because it was also the community hospital.
Yep.
And it's very rare that I get them.
Yeah, and that's the exposure they talk about and what they call herd immunity. Now, herd immunity is just, again, the natural passing on of certain character traits that allows your immunity to build itself, its own structure, natural, like I said, alchemical bodies, natural nutrients, which are the chemical properties that are transported in the liquid reactions. This is important to understand why the nutrients that you take in your body, you're acting just like a battery, and that energy flows. The only way it flows is from positive or from negative to positive. Okay. And so you have to take the ones that are anodes and transfer them to cathodes. Those are your nutrients that you're passing through your body that break those various barriers. This is why they talk about the blood-brain barrier. Oxygen is one of those that breaks all barriers. Same with H3O2.
And also, people who are like germaphobes and they always want to clean their hands and have sanitizer. They're actually hurting themselves by not allowing the germs to get on them and their body to develop some type of antibody or whatever.
I found something awesome to watch that I like.
And this has not been medical advice.
No, we're not doctors. I just pretend to be one late at night in my bedroom.
Every time the Marine Corps gets let off its leash, they come back with some new terrifying nickname that the enemy gave them. And that proud tradition started in World War I at the Battle of Bellewood. The Germans were marching through France towards Paris. The Marine Corps shows up and is like, nah. They're able to push back the Germans once with the help of the army and the French. And then the French beg the Marines to retreat back to a more fortified position with them. To which the Marine Corps leadership responds, and I quote, "Retreat, we just got here." They then proceed to don their gas mask and fix their bayonets as they go into one of the bloodiest battles America has ever fought. And the Marines do it so aggressively that the Germans begin to call them the Devil Dogs, a moniker that no one that has ever fought them since has disagreed with. Every time the Marine Corps gets let off its leash, they come back with some new terrifying nickname that the enemy gave them. And that proud tradition started in World War I at the Battle of Bellewood. The Germans were marching through France towards Paris. The Marine Corps shows up and is like, nah. They're able to push back the Germans once with the help of the army and the French. And then the French beg the Marines to retreat back to a more fortified position with them. To which the Marine Corps leadership responds, and I quote, "Retreat, we just got here." They then proceed to don their gas mask and fix their bayonets as they go into one of the bloodiest battles America has ever fought. And the Marines do it so aggressively that the Germans begin to call them the Devil Dogs, a moniker that no one that has ever fought them since has disagreed with. Every time
I love that guy's YouTube channel. Not gonna lie. But I think I think we had a pretty good chill sesh. We're going on 2 hours. I'm thinking I'm gonna end it. I wish everybody a good night. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all for being here. Thank you, Cynthia El Perro.
Bye.
Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the Hitler poem. Be blessed.
Oh no, that shit was funny. Love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Y'all have a good one.
And Tropicana gets its roof torn off, Tropicana Stadium that the Tampa Bay Rays play in. And if you look into it, Tropicana orange juice was created in 1947 at the same time the U.S. military did their first ever experiment on a hurricane. You guys look it up, 1947, first experiment on a hurricane.